In the values of teaching physical science, disciplinary value also plays a very important role. Let us now study the disciplinary value. The literal meaning of the word discipline is mental and moral training, trained to obedience. Disciplinary means nature of mental training. Definitely, the teaching of science provides both mental and moral training to the students. It trains the mind of the people to behave in an orderly way. For example, when the students do experiments in the laboratory, they have to follow particular rules. They have to proceed systematically and orderly, wait patiently for the result, tolerate the hardship while performing the experiment, cooperate with others, observe the experiment keenly with concentration, report the result accurately without bias, etc. Besides this, it also develops dignity of labor and industriousness. All this gives them a good mental, moral, and physical training. All this will have a disciplinary effect on the minds of the students. Hence, we can say that science has disciplinary value. Coming to psychological value. The principles of psychology, like learning by doing, proceeding from the concrete to abstract, activity method, observation, finds due place in the science. In fact, the entire teaching and learning process of science is on these fundamental principles of psychology. It also satisfies the instincts like creativity, self expression, curiosity, etc. Next is the social value. Social values like cooperation, fellow feeling, etc., can be very well developed by teaching science. In science, there is a lot of scope for the project work, group practical work in the laboratory, field trips, science fairs, etc. In these activities, the students learn to work as a member of group, help each other, plan together, think together, etc. The students also learn manual work, dignity of labor in the laboratory. Everybody in the laboratory, irrespective of their social status, has to do manual work. Thus, social values like cooperation, mutual understanding, the attitude of dignity of labor are automatically cultivated by the teaching of science. Coming to inspirational value. The life history and work of great scientists like Einstein, Raman, Khorana are really a great source of inspiration for the people. But the inculcation of this value depends upon the teacher. The teacher should teach in such a way that the students get inspired by the discoveries and inventions of the various scientists. Once the spark of inspiration is ignited, it will continue to burn, spreading light everywhere. Let us now study the creative value. Creativity is concerned with originality. It is generally used to express a unique act on the part of the person. To create something new is an inborn instinct among children. So, science is nothing but creative thinking and creative doing. In science, the students observe the things, they observe natural phenomena, give reasons, they do the activities themselves, perform the experiments, etc. They can find the gaps, holes, etc. While observing, they can change the method, procedure, and can adopt the new procedure for doing the experiments, activities, etc. All this provides them ample scope to create new things. Hence, science has creative value. The next is artistic value. Science and arts have originated from some root. There is no difference between an artist and a scientist. An artist aims more deliberately at beauty, and a scientist attains and enjoys beauty through reasoning and truth. It is here we find the appropriate saying of Keats that truth is beauty. Again, to a great man of science, science is an art and he himself is an artist. His creation is no less work of art because it is but a faint and incomplete. A faint and incomplete copy of the supreme work of art, which is nature itself. So, once again, there is compromise between the artist and the man of science. Using leisure time. Science have one of the most important value using leisure time in a proper way. The teacher should conduct the activities to utilize the leisure time. The teacher should participate in community workshops, in-service training course, workshops, meetings, conferences, etc. He should have information of various new research institutes. To subscribe good books, magazines, bulletins and newspapers for the library and study them. To listen to and watch various programs based on physics and chemistry on the radio and TV. To participate in the activities of occupational organizations of physical science. To see the forms of the other school, colleges, universities, research institutes and regional laboratories and acquire knowledge. To take part in the local, regional and national meetings of physical science. To acquire knowledge of good teaching methods of physical science at national level. To participate in meetings of committee preparing instructional material. The multifarious value of teaching science to the individual as well as society can be summed up by quoting Jawaharlal Nehru and Kothari Education Commission 1946 to 1966. My preferences are all for science. The world is narrower place now and there is little to discover in it. So it seems, but that is not so. For science has opened up tremendous new vistas which wait to be explored, and of adventure there is no lack, especially in India today, says Jawaharlal Nehru. In the words of Kothari for Education Commission, there is of course one thing about which we feel no doubt or hesitation. Education, science-based and in coherence with Indian culture and values can alone provide the foundation and also the instrument for the nation's progress, security and welfare. In the end, it can be concluded by saying that while science acquaints the students with knowledge of facts, it also trains them as well balanced, useful citizens by preparing them vocationally, morally, intellectually and aesthetically. It develops in them a sort of scientific attitude which is transferable to other situations of life. It is said to be the art of precise thinking and working. So, the subject of science has every right to be included into the school curriculum.